You crazy mother.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the ECR Pit Stop Design Truck Series. Tonight we are here at Kansas, and in the booth with me I have Todd Gilly. Can anyone see the stream out there? Todd, can you see the stream at all?
I am just watching the iRacing feed right now, and I will check on another source and see if I can catch it on YouTube. Give me just a minute.
Wait, it's on iRacing feed?
No, I'm just watching my iRacing. I'm in the spectating.
Oh, okay.
So
because I'm not sure what's going on. This fucking never happens either.
Whirly spinning thing.
Is it just constantly spinning?
I see the number 3 car on my YouTube right now, and there's that spinning disc.
So it's
I don't know if that's my phone trying to bring it up or whether that's you loading.
it's just not. Hold on.
Yeah, I can see Joey Stat's car and the
On my
spinning
screen?
on YouTube. Yeah, broadcast live feed to YouTube. All I see is the 3 car sitting still.
Oh, now it's starting to load. Crazy thing. Sorry about that, guys. I don't know what's going on with YouTube tonight. I'm not dropping any frames. Alright, so we are at Kansas. It is partly cloudy, 64 degrees in the air, 64 degrees on the track, 65% humidity, and air pressure 29 Hg with a wind speed of 18 kilometers per hour. And tonight we will have 40 people racing here at Kansas.
40 people, big field, Scotty, a lot of trucks.
And as of right now, it's qualifying, and no one has put down qualifying times. And it looks like we got Earl James, Daniel Reese, Jason O'Connor, Nick Edwards, Ron Miller, Josh Conover, Michael Leiby, Douglas Hess, Josh Sheets, Tyler Davis, Justin Bland, Nathan Casillas, Johnny Smith, Tony DeGeneiro, David Bordney, Scott Hunsinger, Josh Mayu, George Price, Kurt Quist, Stephen Massey, Will Prue, George Munger, Ken Worley, Jeremy Morrison, Matthew Hibbs, Ben Olson, Ralph Vander Vorsty, Chris Steele, Josh Susi, Matt Moritz, Craig Blair, Kyle Spence, Trey Davis, Mason Clark, Tony Ball, Trevor McManus, Christian Snyder, Dalton Tucker, Justin Michael, and Andrew Melvin in your field here tonight.
Well, like you said, Scotty, it's a 40 truck field here tonight. And if you read down through those names, all the heavy hitters from the ECRL are in this thing tonight, man. All the big names from the ECRL, the fastest guys in this league, are in this race.
Man, it's going to be a good race here tonight. These guys were off for 5 weeks. I'm not sure if these guys are ready to be back out on the track. They missed a good race last week at Talladega. We did Talladega in the Beeline Series and in the Cup car. Hell of a race from both of those people, or both of those fields, I should say. And it's going to be interesting to see what these guys pull out here tonight.
Well, I spent some time on the track tonight in the truck, and it's a very interesting track. It's a nice, cool surface tonight. Guys, I think it's going to have a lot of grip to it. We're going to see guys running the high line here, and it's going to be somewhat of a tire battle, I think, to see who can keep from using up the front end.
I think you're right on that. Let me see if this might be doing it. My frame limiter. Because I had it back up to 90. I had it back up to 90. I drop it back down to 60. See if that fixes anything. As I said, sorry about the technical difficulties, guys. Typically this does not happen. I hope you guys can see the race out there, because I'm not sure why YouTube is being this way.
Yeah, I'm watching YouTube on my phone, and I now can see the 96 truck looks like sitting on pit road and the spinning thing.
Still, okay, awesome.
It ran for a few seconds, and then it started loading again.
All right, hold on.
Some qualifying time starting to come in now. Guys on the track.
Got Justin Michael in first right now.
Justin Michael currently sitting first with a 29.905.
Wow, YouTube just shit the bed. Legitly.
Cool. I got the national anthem now. I fast forwarded. I pressed the fast forward button on YouTube and the national anthem's playing. And now it stopped. Did quite a bit of difficulties in the production truck downstairs, it would seem.
Yeah. I don't know. Nothing is going wrong with my computer. That's the thing. This is irritating more than anything.
Qualifying apparently has concluded. I'm currently showing 23 cars have set down qualifying laps times here. Trucks are gridding up behind the pace car now on pit road with Justin Michael on the pole with a 29.905. Scott Hunzinger outside of him with a 29.961. And the top 10 is separated by less than 0.6 of a second.
Wow.
I take that back. I did the math wrong, and they're separated by 0.1 of a second from first to 10th.
Well, hello, fellas.
Hey, Anthony. I'm not
Hi, Anthony.
sure what's going on with the broadcast. I really do not know.
What do you mean?
I'm getting the spinning circle of death on YouTube. I don't know what you guys are seeing.
You sign in, see what we're seeing here. It's just loading right now. I'm gonna take a piss. I'll be right back.
So this big field of 40 trucks rolling off. I'm assuming we're live, or at least we're recording now.
I assume so. As I said, I'm not sure why. Oh, why?
No, it's
not
just
working.
a black screen. They don't hear nothing. It's just a black screen on YouTube.
I don't understand it. Everything. I don't. This. You know, Anthony. This is the first time this has happened.
Yeah. How long have you guys been live for?
10 minutes. Now, like, I can scroll through it and everything's there, but it says it's in hours.
It does. It shows 3 hours. 3 hours, 28 minutes, 28 seconds in.
Yeah.
Like that. It's ridiculous.
So it's recording. Whatever it is, it's recording. But, so, we're just gonna run this like it is.
Green, green, green.
Green flag is down, and these guys are off as Justin Michael leads in this pack of trucks here at Kansas Motor Speedway.
Yeah, I'm not hearing anything on YouTube. Got it playing live. It's just loading.
I don't know, Anthony. I really don't know.
Cool.
It says I'm streaming. It says everything's up on OBS. And Scott Hunsinger is second right now, followed by Josh Mayu And why did he go back there? But Michael Libby is in 4th. And right now your top 5 is Mason Clark in the number 60.
I guess let me know when the broadcast is working, and when it goes live, let me know. Pull me back in or something.
As I said, I'm sorry, Anthony. I honestly don't know what the hell is going on with YouTube.
Yeah, I see a bunch of other people live right now. It's working fine. Ford Entertainment Group is up live right now. It's working fine for them.
I don't know. I honestly...
It's not YouTube. Yeah, it's something. I don't know.
All my streams have been working live over the weekend. You guys saw that? I mean... Well, right now, Michael Libby is up in 3rd place. Looks like Scott Hunsinger has taken over the lead. Or at least trying to.
Hunsinger's facing a challenge right now. The 76 truck running that high groove, and Scott's going to have to work that thing to keep it on the bottom and get by him.
Now, you see these guys running down to the apron like this. You ran a couple laps out here. How did the track feel to you?
Like I said, it was you could flat foot through 3 and 4 here tonight easily. You don't have to lift in 3 and 4, and just a little lifting going into 1 so you don't push up into the wall. And I did not cut the apron. I did not spend any time down on the apron tonight cutting that off. But that's something that we're seeing all the lead trucks doing now. They're all going all the way to the grass, and it must be the fast way around when you see Scott Hunsinger and Justin Michael and those guys running that. You know it's fast down there.
And it looks like a lot of these guys are preferring that low line right now. I mean, we're only on lap 585, 80 laps to go. But honestly, over time, do you think that low line's going to stay, or do you think they're going to start pushing up in the middle high line?
I think that in order to keep your front tires under your truck, you're gonna have to find the top, and that's where it's gonna be fast. But that's just my opinion, and we'll see how it goes as the night goes on. I think it's gonna depend on how this track rubbers up, and how these guys treat their front tires.
You make a good point. We've got a little bit of a battle back here between the 14, the 94, and the 75, but it looks like Dalton Tucker making his way up front. Dalton Tucker drives for me in the trucks, and I got him. I've got Joey Stats, which is currently out of the trucks, and I've got George Munger that drives for me. So, rooting for these guys. Joey Dalton's in 10th right now, but he's usually a high finisher there in that leader's truck.
It's a good-looking truck.
I can't believe the amount of people that showed up here tonight as we're running through the field right now. Just looking at all these different trucks that are out here.
39 cars. I already got 1 lap down there. Matthew Hibbs at 88.
I'm surprised. I thought I just saw Josh Sheets back right up too.
Right now I'm seeing George Price, who started 9th, qualified 9th in this field, and he is bringing that 48 truck to the front. He's now 3rd and making time on the leaders. Price is the truck to watch right now.
Cool. I seen 5 people watching, then it just jumped down to 1 person watching right now. Nobody's answering me in the chat of what they can see. To me, it just says an error occurred. Please try again later.
Yeah, I honestly don't know. I'm using all the same settings. I didn't change anything.
2 watching. I mean, there's really no sense to sit here and commentate, I guess, if nobody can see or hear, right?
It will record because you can scrub through it and everything's there. Like if you run your mouse through the bar itself, the scrub bar, you can see the race is going on, but you can't click on it.
Yeah, but as soon as you go to it, it just says error occurred. Ronnie, if you can hear us right now, let us know if you can see and hear us. Otherwise, let us know. I see a couple people just commented. If you guys can hear us and see the broadcast, let us know if that's on us or if you guys can actually see what's going on here.
Go Massey for the win, says DP. But we got George Price, as you said, sitting up here in third, the number 48, George Price. One of the designers for the groups as far as overlays goes, and I have to thank him for this new ticker that we have here tonight. I think I used it during the Powder Puff race as well. Josh Mayhew's dropped back down to fifth. Now about 2 seconds behind the current leader.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
And we got our first caution. And let's see if we can find who that was.
Josh.
Sheets?
No, it's Tyler. Tyler Davis just got his truck moving again on the back straight away. And Justin Michael. I think those are going to be the two. I'm not seeing a lot of damage on either one of those trucks. I think you might have just a spin there.
Looks like the 63. That 63 is, oh God, who is the 63? That's Christian Snyder. He's our Beeline broadcaster. Looks like they got a little loose back there.
See, I'm taking a look at it here right now.
Looks like they went three wide, and then Christian came down on them.
The 75 truck rushes the wall, and Christian turns left to avoid him.
So that might be on the 75 of Johnny Smith. Let's go ahead and take a quick look at that. Yeah, because the 2 comes up, and they make it 3 wide. And we're watching Smith right now. Yeah, he does hit that wall going outside of corner number 2. And because of the avoidance, I don't know.
You got to say this is on Christian because, I mean,
there was plenty of room.
The wall. You had to, he was under him. He was clear. What he did wrong was he just kept going down with the car under him. They were 3 wide. 2 backed out, and he just kept coming down and came right across Tyler Davis there.
A little bit of rookie inexperience, I must say. I mean, granted, Christian's probably been on iRacing for a little while, but just gotta watch where you're going. I mean, sometimes in the heat of the moment, it's very hard to, but you still gotta keep your 6 open.
I think that looking at it a couple times there, and again, it's not to place the blame on anybody, but the 2 truck gets out of the throttle, and it causes a little bit of confusion there with the 75 and the 63, and that's just a shame.
Yeah, 2 didn't do anything wrong.
No, he did nothing wrong.
He got out of that.
He
That
did.
was
He
a
did
good
nothing
move.
wrong. I agree 100%. He did nothing wrong.
And it looks like right now your current leader is the number 24, Stephen Massey, covering for Nick Olson. I gotta say, Justin Bland would shoot me if I said he was on the 24.
Justin didn't make it tonight. I seen him register, but he never did come to the lineup there, qualify or anything. He actually didn't even put a practice lap down. So I'm not sure what happened with Justin tonight. Would have liked to see him out here. I know he's pretty fast.
Yeah, Justin's one of them guys that no matter what you stick him in, he seems to put the foot right to the floorboard and actually probably try to go through the floorboard. So,
Steven, go ahead. I'm sorry.
So I'm just checking back on YouTube, seeing if anything's happening, and I'm not sure. But
when I drag the bar back, I see recorded race, but when I try to watch live, I see nothing.
So it should be available after we're done, because I'm not sure why. So apologies, guys out there that are trying to watch this live. If you can watch it live, yay. If you can't, it's going to be here after. This is the first time this has ever happened to me. All my other streams are good. I don't get why tonight it wants to be like this. And
Well, I would suggest we call the race as if everybody in the whole wide world could hear us, and we'll watch it again later and see a professional how professional race is called. Huh?
Hey, do you guys mind if I bring Christian up in the booth? I made a promise to the league. The first person to cause a wreck tonight would get the Jackass of the Night award.
of course, bring him on in.
He does or doesn't?
He's actually asking. He wants to join the booth, so we're going to bring him in here. Christian Snyder, the first DOL of the night, the Jackass of the Award tonight, man. What happened there, Buck? Can you walk us through that wreck?
Just 75 got into the wall, ran out of talent in front of me, and went to avoid him. The 50 was underneath me. Spotter just apparently was taking a break, taking a piss or shit. I don't know. Didn't tell me that the 50 was down there, and he just wrecked. Real unfortunate because I was coming through the field. I think we had a winning truck.
A lot of racing to go, man. I know that these guys are getting back to green, it looks like.
Green.
He did get into the wall. You were clear of him, and you were fine until you just came down onto, I believe it was Trey or Tyler Davis there. So hopefully you get it worked out, man. You work your way back up through this field here. We know you can do it.
The truck's destroyed, but we'll see what we can do.
What channel were you in?
Good luck, Christian.
At my own channel, Ronnie Norman Racing.
Alright, we're about to live, as live as we can be, and these four trucks up front, the 24, 76, 22, and 48, all racing for that hot spot. Right now we are on lap 18 of 85 here at Kansas. Now, Anthony, did you happen to go out there on the track yourself?
I did. Did about 10 laps. It was very comfortable. A little bit tight coming in. You have to back up your corners, get back in it. You know, the high line's probably going to be the best line tonight because you're just able to stay in it a little bit longer. You get the momentum coming off, and you get more speed that way. And some of the guys that are running on the inside of somebody, it's going to be hard to try to pass if the person on the outside knows what they're doing and continue down. Otherwise, if you want to duck under him, you could probably come up for a slide job. That'll be the best way to make a pass.
And it looks like Scott Hunsinger's trying to do that.
I agree, and Anthony, I was talking earlier about how this could turn into a bit of a battle for who can save the right front and keep it under his truck as time goes on here in these longer runs.
So I see they're having problems seeing it live, but maybe this whole thing will come together at the end and everybody can just go back and watch it.
I'm thinking so because everything is staying green on my end. Even I checked the YouTube status of health and it said the health is good, so I'm not sure if they're having issues with their live function or not. I know you said there's other people live right now, but maybe their servers are just bogging.
You know, we currently show one watching now, so try to make a good broadcast. Good people coming back to watch. Yeah, I'm watching as well, so it's not accurate, is it?
Ooh, George Price getting a little high right there in front of Michael Leibig.
I was just going to say, there's quite a battle developing at the front of this field right now, with Justin Michael in the lead, Scott Hunsinger currently second. Quite the race right now.
If you guys watched 2 seasons ago, 2 top competitors in this series was George Price, who won the championship in 2015, and Michael Leibig, who was right there competing for it as well. And George Price ended up winning that championship. So George Price is a champion. He is a competitor. So is Michael Leibig. And them boys are both in the top 5. They're both going to make it happen here. You're going to see a lot of tight racing. They have a pass.
And we're going to turn it up real quick right here with Justin Michael. tonight. And that was just a very quick turn up with Justin Michael, who's your current leader, who has led 19 laps here tonight at 24. And the battle rages on. Go ahead and take a look at the back of the pack here. See what's going on back here as we drop down through the pack of 39 trucks. Looks like Josh Conover is trying to make a run on that outside, trying to pass Will Prue, but not sure if he's going to be able to do that. Well, actually, Will Prue's a lap down, isn't he? Can you guys still hear me?
I can hear you, and I'm currently showing Will Prue in 11th position, which I believe that would have been the lead lap.
Alright, just making sure. Didn't hear any responses.
No, I was searching searching around my mouth there to pull him up, and he's currently racing trying to catch David Courtney. Courtney Tundra right behind those two.
The 63 Christian Snyder did disconnect. He's not in the race any longer.
Strange.
I thought he was going to stay in.
So we're about mid-pack here. We're sitting 24th, 57 of Kyle Spence.
Yellow flag is out.
And we got a caution. Oh, flipping over from the 94 of Nick Edwards. Let's go ahead and take a look at that replay. Oh, looks like the 80 got right into him. And the 80 of Tony Ball in the Applebee's truck. It looked like a little bit of netco, but he's clearly inside his right bumper.
I just took a preliminary look at it there, and I got to say that it looks like Nick Edwards might have come up there across the nose of the 80 truck there, turned himself into the wall.
Well, Nick was blinking just a little bit right there.
Yeah, Nick was blinking. There was a little bit of net code error. I think was it Nick blinking or was it Tony? Because I seen it when I rode along with both of them. I seen blinking, so I'm not sure who exactly was blinking.
Maybe it was playing off both of them.
The 94 blinked out for a minute right before his crash.
Okay.
Alright, looks like everybody here is pitting. Let's go ahead and check the pit road right now and see what the times might be. And it looks like everybody is taking 4 and fuel. As these guys basically have 14, 15-second pit stops. And it looks like Justin Michael will be coming out, your leader, once again.
Justin Michael will win the race off of pit road in that 76 Sim TV Nation truck.
Man, I'm so happy to see a big field like this. We typically haven't been getting a full field in trucks. I mean, and when we do, sometimes it's just been a crash fest. But it's good to see that these drivers out here. I mean, we've had 2 cautions, so definitely not bad for the race. It's almost already halfway over. Anthony, if you want to go ahead and pull Justin Michael down, if you can find him.
Yeah, sure. You got a question for him?
I just want to see how the track feels out there for him. He's
Alrighty.
seems to be running this like it's nothing.
Hey, Justin Michael, Scotty Brown, Todd Gillian, Anthony Fisher in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir. How are you?
Hey, Scotty Brown's got a question for you.
Sure. What's up?
How's the track handling out there tonight? You seem to be running away with us, leading 25 laps here already.
It's a little tight. We should turn a little better on corner exit, but because in the long run, if we can actually get to one, it does get kind of tight. So, but trying everything I can do to kind of burn off the right rear, loosen up a little. What happens?
Yeah, you guys were looking good out there. It looks like you guys will be able to hopefully be able to get a good green run in. That one happened due to a little bit of a connection issue. Otherwise, I don't think that caution would have happened. Had a guy blinking out when he came back. He kind of came across the car in front of him there. So you guys are looking good. What do you think is the best option as far as defending a position? Are you guys looking to use the outside, or do you cookie cut it?
Definitely in the long run, the outside is going to be the best. Less turning on the tires, so it'll save those tires. But for the first couple laps, you can run the bottom. But if you don't have to, don't do it because you don't want to abuse.
Justin, Michael, Todd Gilly in the booth. Do you see a difference in traffic? If you're the lead truck, do you need the clean air, or when you're in traffic, does it push more?
Yeah, it's definitely going to push more when you're behind somebody, getting that aero push going on, especially in the, after the first 10 laps or so. You just want that clean air to help it.
Sounds good, buddy. Well, we wish you the best of luck on this restart, man. You
Thanks,
keep it clean and good luck.
Thanks, guys.
That was Justin Michael in that number 5 truck there, the current leader. Sorry, number
76.
5. He's 76. I was looking at his number in Discord. He's got his number 5.
I figured that's what you did. I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah, let me change that for him.
And I see him in the one-way logistics truck.
I can't comment on paint schemes tonight, unfortunately, because trading paints is acting up for me. I see everybody in default schemes. Every single person out here tonight.
Oh, man. Well, trading paints is acting up. YouTube's acting up. I guess it was giving us the big
Green
middle
flag,
finger.
Green flag.
Here
Yeah.
we go with the restart now. Justin Michael jumping out to a good restart, and he will get the lead.
Maybe that's just the internet saying, welcome back, ECR Truck Series. Now, no one can see you. Ha ha ha.
Thanks, internet.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what. Teammates out front right now, 1 and 2, Justin Michael and Johnny Smith. Johnny Smith owns these 2 trucks. He's a car owner here, and he's got to be a pretty happy car owner here in the 1-2 position here. He's got his driver out front. He's probably going to play a little bit of defense.
Looks like he's trying to.
To me, it's just a little too early to do that. Him and Stephen Massey are going to get into it. Stephen's going to get by him, no problem here. Scott Hunzinger's on his tail now. And Scott's probably going to get around him too. Just, trying to play the defense this early is very questionable, but, you're going to do what you got to do to try to hold off guys. I mean, it's very competitive here, but you're going to see Scott Hunzinger come on the inside here. May even pass him and Stephen Massey in one turn here.
That low line and on that apron there down the front stretch really plays a big factor.
And that's what Ricky Stenhouse did now last race, Talladega, man, trying to hold off Kyle Busch there. You seen he had to take the short way around. You want to hold.
Oh!
Massey
Scott
into
gets
the wall.
into the wall.
Scott Hunzinger hit the wall.
There's not going to be a caution. These guys did a great job. I don't know what happened there, fellas. Just
Got a little loose, I think.
blew a tire? Or he is now running in the 23rd position. Hit the wall once and fell back to 23rd. Very, very costly mistake. Whatever happened there, it didn't. I don't know if that was like a technical issue or driver issue. It looks like something maybe technical, maybe he froze up a little bit because it just didn't look right.
No, it looks like he just slid right up for no reason.
I just watched his in-car, and it looks like he just got tight and cranked more and more wheel into it, and it just wouldn't come down off the wall for him, and he just crushed it with the right front. And, he's got some damage on his right front now. We'll see if Scott can get back to the front.
Interesting. Yeah, he's got Ben Olsen on him right now, coming to the inside.
And
And a wreck on the backstretch, big wreck. Several trucks involved in a crash on the backstretch here just before turn 3.
See if we can find out who that was.
Yeah, it looked like the 70 car of Trey Davis just got a little tight, came up into the 20 of Nathan Casillas. He's already apologized bad about it, and it happens. These trucks get tight. Everybody's running real close.
Did I haunt that number?
Watching from inside Trey Davis's truck, and yeah, he kind of pushes up similar to the way Scott Hunsinger did, in almost the exact same part of the track. And he just can't stay off of the other car involved there, the other truck involved. I'm sorry.
Wow.
You see Craig Blair in the 35 truck making his debut. He totally did not see what was happening in front of him and smashed the rear. The 88. 88 was trying to avoid the 28th Casillas, and Craig Blair smashed him. I don't know if you can get a quick ride along with Craig Blair there and see what happened there. There's Scott. That was kind of interesting, man. He's seen a few guys in front of him wrecking. He tried to slow down, just not enough. And you just get that tunnel vision sometimes, and he just ran right into him. That's going to ruin the 88's race as well.
I gotta say, I'm hearing him, and he slowed down just a little bit and just kept rolling and didn't, and you're right, the tunnel vision, he didn't even try to move. And that was Craig Blair and Matt Hibbs right there. So they're both going to be out with the race almost halfway over now. Matt Hibbs turning all the way to the left to go just a little bit left.
Do you guys remember who the last EOL was on?
That should have been on Christian. Or
what? No, that was the first one.
Who was in the last wreck?
Josh Sheets.
Man, I can't even remember. Holy shiitake mushrooms!
Wow. We're a little rusty.
94.
Yeah,
Nick Edwards. That was it. It's hard to multitask, but you're trying to clear everybody's penalties, do race control, and do a broadcast at the same time, and forgot to wrote that down there.
It's not on the chat. I looked at the text chat, didn't see it.
The ultimate multitasking, and Stephen Massey is, again, your leader. And he's got the 19 in second place, someone we haven't seen up here all night, and that would be the 19 of... Oh, where are you?
Kurt Quist.
Yes. Yeah, you don't see him up front too often. Looks like he's got a little bit of rear damage there. His spoiler's bent quite a bit.
Got your top five after pit stops: Stephen Massey, Kurt Quist, Johnny Smith, George Munger, and Justin Michael. With Michael Levy in sixth, and those are all fast drivers at the front, are they not, Scotty?
Oh, very fast. You also got Ronnie Miller in seventh, Ken Worley in eighth, Dalton Tucker, one of my guys, in ninth, and Trevor McManus in 10th right now. Trevor McManus coming back to us from a long time away from the league, and glad to be back. And I ran for him last year, and glad to see him out on the track. I know he's happy to be back with us.
You know, Scotty, I got to tell just a quick story while we're under caution to send out some props to Trevor McManus. I ran the NIS race Sunday night, and because of a connection issue, I could not roll off with the field. And Trevor McManus dropped out of the field at Talladega, waited for me because I started from pit road and they just took off. And he waited for me, and we drafted together, and I did not lose a lap. We stayed on the lead lap. The caution came out, and I don't know anybody else who would take a chance on throwing their NIS race away to help another league member. And I really want to send out a big thank you to Trevor for that. I finished 13th in that race, and I would not have had he not helped me. We're about to go green.
You know, and it's nice that you mentioned that. Green flag. You know, you get a lot of these league guys that run together, especially ones that have very similar I ratings. And You know, they try to help each other out. Now, I wish I could say the same thing to Jason O'Connor last week at Talladega in the Cup car. We had it all planned out, everything. We had the pit strategy all planned out, and I re-earned him twice, totally by accident. But man, I felt so bad for him. We talked after. He's like, "Don't worry about it." He's like, "No, what you were trying to do." But you know, things happen.
Hey, speaking of Jason O'Connor, he was first in practice, fastest guy in practice, qualified 23rd, didn't get the qualifying start that he wanted. We're talking about Jason O'Connor, 72 there. He's currently running in the 10th position, so definitely figuring this track out, moving his way forward. He has the speed, as practice showed, fastest in practice. Just didn't get the qualifying time that he wanted. He was about 2 seconds off, so maybe he kind of just messed that up, but definitely moving forward here, making it happen. But you see, we got a new leader, Stephen Massey, out front right now, making it happen. He's subbing in for Nick Olson. Nick Olson's going to be a happy camper here.
Yes,
Anthony, I have to say it's a shame that you can't see the paint schemes, because there is a picture of, I would imagine, Jason O'Connor's dog on the hood of his truck.
Yes,
it
there is.
Absolutely stunning. The hood of that truck is really cool, man.
I'm actually the one that painted that truck.
I assume it's the boxer that he owns.
Yes, yeah, yeah, Lexi.
Yeah, Lexi, she passed away. You know, you never want to see a family member like that pass away. Everybody who has dogs or cats, you know, they're part of your family, man. When they go, you're never happy to see that. It's like losing a family member. So, awesome tribute from Jason O'Connor. Awesome truck.
Certainly is a great tribute to a family pet. And got to give a shout out to Scotty Brown for putting the Yeah Broadcasting logo and the Elite Championship Racing League, big as life, on the tailgate of that Chevy Silverado thing.
Nah, he came to me and asked me. He's like, "Yeah, I got a really big favor to ask you." I'm like, "Yeah, what's that?" He's like, "You think you can paint a tribute truck?" I'm like, "Yeah, of course." And we talked about it, and he's gonna run it the rest of the year.
Well, it's a really good looking truck, and hats off to you, Scotty, for painting.
Well, thank you. Normally, like, he comes to me with the simplest paints, like his Beeline car and his Cup car, both Alienware, just one's red and one's orange. I'm like, you gotta give me something, you know, a little more difficult, because I did it like 20 minutes, you know? But he likes to keep it simple. The cars still look pretty badass, even though they are a simple paint scheme. But we also cannot forget that our Pit Stop Design crew is hosting this series this year. And make sure you guys check them out on Facebook at Pit Stop Designs. That is Joey Stats. He is the sponsor. Well, the company is the sponsor for this season this year.
You know, one of the things that I've only been in iRacing for a few months, and one of the things I noticed is the amazing level of talent of people just painting cars. Just the work that goes into painting these vehicles that you can watch either in your broadcast, Jeff Ford's or Christian's. Just phenomenal the way how good they look.
Oh man, especially in this league, we got so many painters. I mean, speaking of painters, Pit Stop Designs, Joey Stats sponsors the truck series, and he paints schemes. You got Luis Almaso, you got a bunch of guys in this league, man, who just always willing to help somebody out. JB Designs, Justin Bland couldn't make it here tonight, you know, shout out to them. Just a lot of guys do amazing jobs out here with the paint schemes, and you see some of the sexiest vehicles out here, sexiest schemes out here in the ECR League.
I gotta say, myself, I've painted a few of these trucks out here tonight as I'm going through the field. I didn't realize these guys are actually running them.
Tell you what, a guy who's putting a lot of pressure on right now just cracked the top 10, Tony Ball, White Jordan Racing. He's driving for Kirk Quist. And a new guy, rookie this year, hasn't made many starts. Actually, this is his first start. And he's cracked the top 10 now, and he's putting the pressure on. There's a few times where he could have made it 3 wide, but made a smart decision and just picking them off one by one.
Well, looks like he might. Oh, I thought he was going to go up the middle between Trevor McManus and Jason O'Connor right there.
Yeah, he's making smart decisions, and he's going to follow Trevor here. Trevor's going to keep it high, and he's going to follow that high line. They're probably both going to pass Jason O'Connor here if they keep it high, and Jason doesn't hold the high, and there you go. Trevor's going to come around him on the outside, and Tony's probably, if he can sneak it in there, he's probably going to keep the high line and go around him as well. And there you see it. Here he comes. That, like Justin Michael explained, that high line is the way to go tonight.
Well, it looks like Trevor was getting a little loose there coming out of 2. So I think that slowed him down just a hair.
Tony Ball going to get by and make it stick, it looks like.
There it is. Yeah, he makes it happen. Tony Ball is going to be, he's passing a car a lap right now.
Fair.
Now he's got to try to get around Trevor.
Which, honestly, I could say ain't really no easy task. I mean, Trevor can really hold it down the trucks that I've seen. Now, I ran with Trevor last year in the Beeline series, and, you know, we had a lot of good races, and it's good to see him out here in the truck and actually in the top 10 right now.
This top 5 is stacked there, Scotty and Todd. Justin Michael, Stephen Massey, Michael Libby, Johnny Smith, Dalton Tucker, these boys, even Ken Worley right there in 6th trying to get a top 5 here. And you see 4th, 5th, and 6th close battle here happening right now. Ken Worley's trying to crack in the top 5. All these guys are solid contenders, very fast drivers. Dalton Tucker has had some PC issues, and he is now back and ready to ride. He's one of the guys that you can never count out, man. There's enough laps and he makes a strategy happen. He can make it happen. And all these guys, man, very, very fast drivers.
And that's why I took him. That's why I took him on as a driver this year too.
Right now he's trying to make that bottom line work, and I think he had his hands full there for a minute.
Yeah, when you try to make a pass on the inside, you get a little bit squirrely there, even a little bit tight, and you just got to kind of let off a little bit there. And Justin Michael's making out right now. He gets easily by one of the lap cars here. He got a lap car he just went by. Got almost a second lead right now.
Well, we're down to 29 laps left to go. And he's led 43 laps of 56, 44 laps of 56. So he just has to make a really good green flag pit stop. And hopefully these guys can do that. And if he does, it looks like he might have the win here tonight.
For sure. He gained 4/10 on that last lap, Scotty. We'll pay attention on this next lap, see how much he gains over Steven on this one. But, hey, Michael Libby passed Dalton, Johnny, and Ken on that last lap there. So now Michael Libby moved up into the 3rd position. Your top 3 right now is Justin Michael, Stephen Massey, and Michael Libby. Green flag pit stops. Looks like Nathan Casillas is going to bring it on in with another driver here. Not sure who it is. I got some green flag pit stops going on right now, Scotty.
Let's see. Let's go ahead and look at the timestamps right now, see what we got going on. It looks like Stephen Massey.
Stephen was running 2nd, brought it in.
Daniel Reese, Kurt Quist, Nathan Casillas.
Nathan Casillas is 5 laps down.
I wonder, man, anybody here check out the fuel mileage tonight?
Oh, no. None of us did.
I did not.
Yeah, we definitely have some green flag pit stops going on right now, fellas. There's 3 more guys coming into the pits. Kyle Spence, right behind Mason Clark. Jason O'Connor hitting his stall.
Strategy, and that's what it really comes down to this year with this league, because we have 50% fuel. I mean, granted, yeah, your tires might still be good by the time you go to pit again for fuel, but if you keep on those tires, especially at a track like this where you're running low and on the flat spot and then get back up onto the high spot, you're going to wear down your tire quicker than you think you actually are. And then you have that chance of spinning out when you're coming off the pit road and losing all of your positions that you've been trying to gain throughout the entire race.
Well, I think what I find with the trucks when I drive the trucks is because of the lesser horsepower, and therefore you don't have to worry so much about spinning the rear tires and spinning the cars out. They're much easier to keep underneath you. It's much easier to just abuse the right front, get too aggressive entering in through the middle, and you'll just torch the right front right off.
Exactly. And Justin Michael finally making his pit stop. He's now back to 24th position. 25th. Man, oh man, so that puts, it looks like Ken Worley in the first place right now.
Ken's hoping for a caution, no?
Yeah, because he hasn't pit yet. And we're going to go ahead to a quick commercial break from your sponsors, the Pit Stop Design.
Stops right now for most of the field under green.
And we are back. That was Pit Stop Designs. Make sure you make them your last pit stop when designing vehicles here on iRacing. And I know Joey Stats is also trying to learn the newer dirt cars, which are quite extensive to paint. And Ken Worley, who's your current leader, is now heading to the pits as well. Oh, it looks like he might have got a penalty. He slid very fast going into pit road. And that puts Ralph Vander Vorsty in the first place. Is that correct?
Ralph
Vandervoort.
One of the cooler last names in ECRL.
The only guy with 3 names.
And the only guy with a mostly white car.
Got 2 rookies right now. Doug has 2. I mean, you never know what's going to happen here, fellas. If a caution comes out now, this is really going to throw a loop for a lot of guys. A lot of fast guys who are running up front are currently a lap down. A lot of guys, I'm talking 12th through 30th, fellas, all 1 lap down right now. If a caution happens, it would change the game.
And we got 20 laps left to go. And make sure you guys check out the Beeline series over on the ECR League YouTube that is hosted by Christian Snyder, the number 63 here tonight.
Yellow.
Oh, we
There
do
it
have
is.
a
Caution.
Oh, no!
Oh, who was that on?
Johnny, go ahead and put it in reverse, but if you can, get it down low. There you go.
Is that Johnny Smith?
Yeah, Johnny was involved in it. Not sure if it was on him. Gonna watch this right now. Johnny hits the wall again. Yeah, it is. It's on Johnny. All by his lonesome.
He scrubbed the wall going into 3. Freaking cracked the wheel. Did about 1080 spin right there. Oh man, let's go ahead and take a look at that again in slow motion. Maybe a little faster. And as you see right here, he rubs that wall. And then let's watch how many times he goes around. Hits the wall going into 3. 1 time. 2 times. He's going to make it 3 times? Oh, yeah, he is.
Oh, I finally isolated it on my replay and net codes. I can't see it.
Oh. He spun around 4 complete times. 4.5 times before he finally stopped. I gotta love that slow-mo replay. I wish you guys could see this live, but it will be available. Should be available after we end the stream here tonight. I just want to give a shout out to everybody that would be watching here tonight. I know you guys always love to come back and try to watch the race. As I said, this never happens. I'm not sure what's really going on. I just would like to point out another quick car I painted here tonight, and that would be Kyle Reese's car. Where is he? Dan Reese. Uh, People change their names. So this is the Walmart car. Walmart, because he took Walmart as a sponsor, and food. What is that? Food Country.
I'm showing Ben Olsen as the leader with probably half the field between him and the pace car.
Ben Olsen,
Yes.
number 53. I'm showing him in a second.
I just went back to live. I show him,
Yep.
second position now.
George Price is showing as the leader right now in that number 48 Leage truck.
Yes.
And you're right, about half the field is sitting in front of him.
Yeah, that was the interesting part of it, was the fact that there are so many apparent wave rounds in front of him. And it's going to be very interesting to see how this develops whenever it gets sorted out and these cars get lined up again.
Oh my God, you're talking 7th to 27th is going to take a wave around.
Yeah, it's rare for you to see that many cars get, so to speak, trapped.
It's craziness. It really is craziness. I mean, but with a large field like that, you really kind of expect that to happen as well.
How big what's the track length here? Is this a mile? Is it a mile and a
It's a
half?
1.5. Yeah, it's a 1.5, and the thing with Kansas is, with its banking, you kind of want to run the high line versus a lot of other cookie cutter tracks like this is where you want to get down to the line and then come back to the wall coming out. Here you can kind of just let off a little bit early and then keep it high, get back into it really quick. And with the banking here, a little bit higher banking, Kansas is fun, man. It's a lot different than a lot of other 1.5 mile tracks. You different racing here versus other 1.5 mile tracks like Atlanta, Texas, and Charlotte.
It's the first time I've been here, and it actually makes it seem smaller. It doesn't seem as big and fast as an Atlanta or a Charlotte.
It's the banking. It really throws you off.
Yeah, it's the same exact length. I mean, we could be at Charlotte, Texas, Atlanta, Kentucky, all 1.5 mile.
And George Price is going to be leading these guys off for the first time here tonight.
I always find it interesting when people refer to the mile and a half as cookie cutter tracks, because if you drive them, if you either ride on them in real life by chance or you drive them in any kind of sim or whatever, they're very different. They're so different.
And with that said, the pace car is in, and we're back to green flag racing as George Price leads these pack of trucks off here. 15 laps to go.
Yellow.
And we have a caution.
Immediate caution right after the green flag. Let's see what happened here.
27 said that was his. He intentionally wrecked the guy that slammed into the back of him. He said he intentionally wrecked the guy that slammed into the back of him. That is automatic suspension and probation. He says somebody wrecked. He said somebody got it. Yeah, he damn sure did. That's no good.
And we're taking a look at that replay right now to see what happened. Yeah, that was Nick Edwards that just completely slammed into him. So Tony didn't take anybody out, Nick did. So that's a DNF for Nick because Nick's already received a EOL here tonight.
No, I think that if I'm not mistaken, I think Tony actually came on the radio and said that he wrecked it.
I'm looking at the replay though. Unless he brake checked him.
Who did he wreck? Nick Edwards? He ran to Nick Edwards?
Nick Edwards ran into the back of him. I don't see his car speed. I can't see that on the replay. He's coming up, and then Nick just floors it right into him. And it looks like Daniel Reese got a big brunt of that too. That That's unfortunate. That's very unprofessional. And I'm not sure what good's going to come out of that. No good's going to come out of that. But the entire purpose. I mean, we're out here to have fun. Yes, we're a very competitive league. We try to be a realistic league. But when stuff like that goes on, you kind of gotta look at that and dig further into that. Which, as admins, will do. We will see what happens.
Yeah, I don't know. I for some reason I'm unable to see the actual crash. Kind of goes to scenic, and then I can't change cameras. But you cannot have people. Yeah, you can't lose your temper in a race car, man.
No, especially with the NASCAR style cars, because these cars are like paperweights. I mean, one small bump and you're done. I mean, these have no force. They can't take a hit like a street stock or a super late model. I mean, well, even the super late models can't really take a hit, but a street stock, you can pound the hell out of that all day, and it still goes fast. These cars, you get a scratch on them, and the aerodynamics just go all to hell.
Yeah, it costs you. If you damage the valence, if you dig you get a fender in, and you don't get that downforce on the front end, then you are going to have a problem.
Exactly. In your top 10 right now, as we come down to 10 to go, it's going to be 10 to go when these guys go back green, I assume. Right now, first place is George Price, followed by Stephen Massey, followed by Ben Olsen, followed by Justin Michael. Fifth place is number 14 of Dalton Tucker, followed by the 66 of Forst, 81 of Josh Susie, 55 of Michael Leiby, 31 of Douglas Hess, and 39 of Earl James. Rounding out your top 10 right now.
Earl James drives my second Xfinity car for me, the 39 car.
He's a good driver out there on the track, I've noticed throughout all three of the series. We have a lot of competitive drivers here at ECR. We have a lot of people with over 3,000 iRating racing with us. So these guys know what they're doing out on the track, and when it comes to the little cautions like these, sometimes it's netcode, sometimes people get angry, as you saw, or just sometimes weird stuff happens on our iRacing, because it's bound to happen. I mean, you're trying to connect with millions of people across the world on many different servers, so there could be kinks. But, for the most part, the guys we race with are really good.
These boys are going to be going green this time, man. Big issues there on that last one. Tony D, it's going to be a suspension, 3-week probation, probably 25-point driver and owner point penalty. So owner's not going to be happy about that one. You don't purposely take somebody out. We don't take that kindly. We get them the most penalties possibly can, along with $1 million fine. So yeah, you don't want to take somebody out on purpose, and that's exactly what he admitted to doing there on that restart, which is unfortunate.
Well, I had some trouble watching the replay on my end, Anthony. I don't know if Scotty can see. Wait till we go green to discuss it for him.
Green flag, green flag.
What I saw is that just Nick Edwards just slammed right to the back of him from when I looked at the replay.
Yeah, they had a huge checkup, and he didn't check up as much, and everybody would have been fine. It's just Tony decided to turn right and say, fuck it, I'm taking you out.
That's
Well,
not
right now,
what I saw, though. That's
green,
really
Stephen
strange.
Massey is challenging on the bottom for the lead. He's going to get by George Price on the bottom. The 76 truck now coming on the inside. I was going to say before we went green that if you looked at the top 10, those are all quality drivers, and this is going to be a great finish if it goes green.
And I bet Steven Olsen's going to be happy right now. His driver is in first place with less than 10 laps to go. I've got a little bit of a battle between the 14 and the 53 back here right now. Ben Olsen and Dalton Tucker fighting for position. got the number 60 and Mason Clark, rookie this
Leaders.
year.
The leaders are side by side into turn 3.
(76-24) Justin Michael and Stephen Massey. Ooh, Stephen Massey running a little hot there, trying to pull that inside line here in corner number 1 and 2.
Justin Michael is giving him all he wants right now.
He's got to watch the wear. I mean, granted, yeah, they only have 10 laps to go, but I don't think they pitted.
That is a heck of a race going on right there in second and third as well.
Dalton Tucker moving up to third, started 24th, and he's catching.
Yeah, that 14 truck is coming to the front.
Get a better view from the broadcast blimp here, and you can see what a battle is going on between the top 5 positions right now.
Yeah, Justin Michael's been able to get himself 3 or 4 truck length lead there, but Stephen Massey is going to be under attack from Dalton Tucker here in another lap or 2. He's going to have all he wants.
These guys pretty much single file here up through the top 10. Just been their time, I think. We come down to 4 laps to go here at Kansas Speedway. Dalton look for a pass on Stephen Massey.
Dalton is looking hard on that 24 truck right now.
This whole top 3 is stout, boys.
And Dalton's not even running for this championship. This is just owner's points at this point.
It might be checkers or wreckers for him.
Dalton's already got a win here in ECR. I forget what series it was, but he does have a win already, and very, very close to getting 2 wins, that's for sure. He's always up there, always in contention. He was out a few weeks again, I said, because of his computer issues, but he is back and ready to go. We do have a caution.
And that's going to be it, boys.
There's the game changer.
Nope, that's going to be it. We got 3 laps to go. That's it.
I think this is going to be between the 21 and Douglas Hess, it looks like.
Looks like Mason Clark's around, too. Ah, 60 slammed right into the back of 21, got into 39. Oh, what a big cluster. 39's flipping.
Look at the 31 truck, though. Look at what happens with the 31 truck first at the very beginning.
Yeah, 31 kind of comes up into him, doesn't he?
Yeah, I'm going back to see it again, but I think you're going to see something happen with the 31 truck where he might.
Yeah, to me, it looked like he looked like the 61 or the 21. Sorry, had a huge momentum coming up high, and then all of a sudden the 31 just went high, bam, put the 21 into the wall, and then you know
and then just drove off.
That Mason Clark ran straight into him, trying to run that high line. You know, just got somebody in the wall. It's tough here at Kansas because the high line is the way to go, and just got straight into him there.
So that's going to be on Douglas Hess.
31, Douglas Hess, yep.
All right, so
quite a mess behind him.
So if you guys want to start dragging the top 3 down here, we will start doing interviews because this is it here tonight, boys and girls. As Justin Michael is going to be your winner here tonight, with Dalton Tucker almost was the winner. So let's go ahead and take a look at the results here tonight. We have 76 Justin Michael in first place, 24 Stephen Massey. In second, 14 of Dalton Tucker in third, 48 George Price in fourth, 66 of Ralph Vandervorst, 55 of Michael Leiby, 72 of Jason O'Connor, 53 of Ben Olson, 45 of Jeremy Morrison, and 31 of Douglas Hess, rounding out your top 10. Then as we go through 11 through 20, we've got Will Prue, an E83, 81 of Josh Susi, the 11 of Chris Steele, 61 of Josh Mayu, 22 of Scott Hunsinger, 78 of Ron Miller, the 6 of Josh Sheets, 99 of Ken Worley, the 86 of Josh Conover, and the 39 of Earl James, rounding out your top 20.
So how you guys want to do these interviews here?
You two can go first, and I'll interview our winner.
Man, 4. So I'll pull them on down, and then we will leave Justin to Scott. I might have a few questions as well for Justin there. So I'll go ahead and pull these guys down. Justin, Steven, and Dalton, it looks like.
Yep.
Who do you want, Dalton or Steven, Anthony?
I got questions for both. You can ask them both first if you want.
Okay, we're cool.
Just to get it in order.
Okay,
For Dalton, Steven, and Justin.
I wish you did too.
I'm gonna bring them on down to the booth here. Dalton, Steven, and Justin. Let's go ahead and grab them. So we have our 3rd place finisher tonight here, number 14, Dalton Tucker. Dalton, do you have a copy?
I got you.
Dalton, Todd Gilly, and Scott Brown, and Anthony Titchener up in the booth, man. Todd Gilly's got a few questions for you, and then I'll ask you something, and we'll move on to the next one.
Dalton, Todd Gilly in the booth. You had a great race, man. Congratulations on the top 3. I really thought you were coming to the front there in a hurry towards the end. What do you attribute that to? You just keep the tires on the truck better, or what?
Yeah, I kind of figured out maybe halfway through the race, if the sooner you get up high, the quicker you can start saving. And I tried to do that on that green flag run, but then the caution came out and it kind of messed me up a little bit.
That was a great run on your part, man, and a really good-looking truck there too, as well. How was it being unable to race? How long were you without your machine?
Probably 3-4 weeks, maybe. Feels
Gosh.
like a whole lot longer.
You need life support thing. Great run tonight, man.
Appreciate it.
So Dalton, you bring home 3rd. You started 24th. You weren't able to qualify tonight, and you come home 3rd, man. I mean, you got to be happy, right?
Yeah, it honestly doesn't feel like a 3rd place finish because I wasn't really in the top 3 or 4 of the whole race.
We definitely enjoyed the racing here tonight. I wish there would have been a little bit less few cautions here. It looked like you guys enjoyed some green flag pit stops there. A lot of you guys had to take a wave around, including all 3 you boys here in the top 3, I believe, and made it happen. Just went around the competition there. So what do you contribute that to, man, starting 24th and just making your way to the top 3 there?
Really just trying to stay clean and not get any damage, because earlier in the practice I tapped the right front and I noticed it just slowed me down a lot, so I figured just stay clean and try to keep the speed up.
Well, again, that was a great run. I think that Dalton starting 24th, you coming to 3rd. That was in contention for the hard charger.
For sure, man. You do have to put a qualifying time down to do the hard charger, which leads us to our next driver, Stephen Massey, who qualified 18th and finished 2nd, picked up 16 positions there. You guys heard Dalton Tucker there finishing 3rd. Good job to him, man. Great race. And Stephen Massey here, the number 24, subbing in for Nick Olson in that Young Guns Racing Chevy here. How'd that Chevy feel for you tonight, bud?
She felt pretty good. I love this track, man. It felt good all night.
Stephen Massey getting 2nd, man. You qualified 18th. What helped you get 2nd place tonight?
Being aggressive, really aggressive. I went 3 wide about 4 times the first 5 laps there, through the middle, and I just pushed to it until that first caution made it up to 7th. And then I took 2 tires after that and just kept alternating between 4 and 2, and
That was the key. I mean, the key was track position. Once you get up there, you got to stay up there, or you got to find a way up there and maintain your position.
So you're saying tires didn't mean that much tonight?
Well, yes and no. Racing Justin, they did, because every time I took two, I couldn't keep up with him at all. But as far as maintaining good position, they didn't matter. You know, taking two tires was a good call to get up there, but it's just so hard to pass, and you have to do what you got to do to get up there. But four tires were definitely better.
Heck yeah, man. My last question before I hand it over to Todd here is, did you learn anything tonight that might help you for Wednesday night in the Cup Series at Kansas?
Yeah, if you use that chrome horn, you might not be riding behind that person in front of you for a while.
There we go. You have it here first, guys. Todd, you got
real quick, Steven, again, congratulations on the second place there, top 5 for you. I noticed when I ghost drove some in practice that you could really crank the steering in on the truck and just haul it down off the wall and keep it off. But I didn't get a chance to do any really long runs. Did that stay, or did the trucks pick up and push after a while?
They picked up and pushed. I don't know if you noticed it or anything, but I was one of the guys that got to the top and tried to ride the top from the start of the run, because a lot of guys would hit that bottom and run it, and it did wear your right front tire out. You know, contrary to what people think, it really hurt you on the long run. So I don't know. I didn't really crank my wheel that hard. I stayed high even on the short runs just to try to maintain that long run.
Well, again, it was a great run for you in Nick's truck, and congratulations to you on that. And also, real quick, congratulations to you on your NIS win yesterday in official. Hats off to you for that, and great run, man. Have a good night.
Thank you.
And we are now going to hand it over to Scotty Brown, who is now sitting in victory lane with the number 76 of Justin Michael. Scotty.
Justin Michael. Oh, man, you were one of the top contenders here tonight. Big congratulations to you. How do you feel right now, guy?
Oh man, it was awesome. Everybody was racing nice and clean up front, so it made the racing more exciting.
Again, definitely you knew how to handle this track tonight. Did you have a lot of practice here tonight, or just kind of wing it?
No, I had a leg race about 2 weeks ago here, and I learned a lot there. Even though the fuel load's different, I think the weather was slightly different too. But it definitely a lot of it carried over, knowing when you come off the bottom, and how long you can stay down there just for tire management purposes. But fuel was my thing. I didn't know exactly how long I could go on a tank, so I kind of winged it there at the end, pitting. I think we pitted with like 20 to go. I waited a couple laps to pit after Steven did and all that, so I thought that was gonna screw me in the end. But I wanted to be more safe than risk it. I didn't want to run out of gas in the last lap or two.
Awesome. Very glad to hear that. What do you guys got for him?
Well, Justin, I wanted to ask you, man. I was looking at the wind. The wind has, and throughout this race, we run dynamic weather, and the wind is the one factor that always changes it. So I wanted to ask you, and maybe even some of the other guys if they want to chime in here, but I've noticed that the wind went from 7 miles an hour at one point to all the way up to 18 miles an hour to the northwest. Did you guys ever notice that? Did the car just feel different to you at one point?
I didn't notice it. I'm not sure exactly when in the race it picked up, but I don't know which way Northwest is here at this track. I don't know which way it's facing right now, but if anything, it might have helped because I noticed that 1 and 2 got a little bit easier to drive as the race went on. So that maybe it was blown in the direction to help.
I feel like I noticed it.
You did?
Yeah, there was about 2 laps where I was driving and the truck was so much tighter, and then it went back to normal.
The wind has gone up and down from 8 to 12 since we started the interview. So I can only imagine what it did in the race with you guys going around the track. I mean, that's the thing with dynamic weather is and you could sit here and look and you click info and you can see it change. Now it's Northwest 14. So it's one of the very few things that I've always, overlooked, and I just wondered if you guys maybe felt it during the race that maybe it changed it up on how you were driving.
I wouldn't say it changed.
Definitely.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh no, you're fine. I didn't notice anything. But if somebody else did, I mean, more power to them. They pay more attention than I do.
Well, that's all I got for man. Other than that is congrats to you guys. I mean, 6 cautions tonight, 85 laps. You know, it's rough. 39 trucks out there. I mean, can't be mad really. 6 cautions, 39 trucks out there, and 85 laps. Good race. You guys had green flag pit stops, managed to make it work out for you. So hats off to all you guys, man. I mean, it was a really great race. I think Ralph Vandervorst, we didn't even get to interview him, but that's his best finish ever. Started 35th, finished 5th. So I mean, that's all I got. Todd, if you got anything for these boys, man, it's all yours.
I just wanted to say congratulations to Justin and again to everybody in the race. It was a great race to watch. I want to thank Scotty Brown, Broadcasting, and you, Anthony, guys, for letting me have come up in the booth here tonight. It was a great time. I want to do it again, and just those top 5 trucks there. That was a great race. It really, all of them. It was a great race, and see those guys come from way to the back, from 35th to 5th, 24th to 3rd, 18th to 2nd. You got to be a real driver to come that far through the field, man.
Oh, for sure. I mean, these guys making their way up front like that is definitely crazy, but it definitely shows you the talent that this league does hold.
This is where the best drivers are. This is the best league. This is where the best racing is, period.
I definitely appreciate that, Todd. I mean, you're a rookie yourself. Justin, you're a rookie yourself. You know, you guys have great opinions. We always try to take the opinions of people and build on to the future, man. We make, you know, the rules have changed from year to year based on everybody in the league, and you know, it's trial and error, and definitely appreciate that, guys. I guess my last question would be, Justin, you won the race tonight, man. How you run multiple leagues, you know, guys. Even this, I guess this question is to the whole top 3. How does this league differ from other leagues as far as competition and the rules that are involved? Like, how would you compare us?
Compared to I run a lot of different leagues, so I feel that there's more rules here. Some good, some bad. Competition wise, I would say it's up to par with any other league that I run with, so which is a good thing. Just because one person coming in and dominating the entire time just really isn't fun. But other than that, yeah, I mean, it's definitely one of the top-notch leagues in the in iRacing.
Yeah, I have to agree with him also. I mean, I've been in multiple leagues, and this is this league has the most competition I've ever been a part of. There's some where one guy may dominate, and there's other where you just leave them. This league, it's a plethora of great drivers, and it's just, I love it. It's awesome.
I would agree if I could switch hats for 1 second and go from the broadcaster to the rookie commenting on that point. I raced real karts for a couple of years, and so I don't have a lot of game racing experience. But the way the guys race in the ECR is so much like people really race, and that's what's so cool about it. The rule book forces you to race very similar to how you have to race in real life, and that's the best part of it. Throw in the fantasy funds and stuff like that, and it's just too much fun not to do it, man. That's it.
Well, all right, guys. Congratulations to all of you for making the top 3. I just want to thank all you guys out there for watching. You guys should be able to watch this once it comes back live, and hopefully it fixes itself. But on that note, just want to thank Anthony for being in the booth. Want to thank Todd Gilly for being in the booth. And we're going to close out with the ECR commercial, and we'll be back next week for Charlotte.
Scotty, I just wanted to thank Pit Stop Designs. I wanted to thank you, Broadcasting. You guys be sure to subscribe, man. If you haven't subscribed already, be sure to subscribe. We put on a heck of a show every week. A ton of work into this whole thing, man. I appreciate everything you do. So, Pit Stop Designs, for sponsoring the series. Broadcasting. You guys do such a great job every single week, man. I appreciate it. You guys go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Thank you all.
Appreciate it, Anthony.
Yes, definitely. Thank you. All right, you guys have a great night, and we'll be back next week.